Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's a crummy commercial.
It is.
It's a crummy commercial.
Even the write-up is.
Oh my god. So Disney is using nostalgia bait to get you to go to the Galactic Starcruiser hotel for people with entirely too much money and free time.
Yes. So they have a new book coming out they were promoting yesterday on StarWars.com. And it's a new novel, and now they're going to retcon Han and Leia's marriage, that they get married and then they go on a honeymoon on the Halcyon, the Galactic Starcruiser at Walt Disney World.
Oh my god, this is just like an ABC sitcom from the 90s. Like and we knew this was going to happen. We talk about Disney Star Wars. It is a lifestyle brand, okay? We knew this was going to happen eventually. They were going to use Star Wars to pimp their park stuff and vice versa. But the extent that has been done in such a short period of time is mind-boggling. Like, we're actually going to retcon Han and Leia's wedding, make this canon as a promotion for this overpriced hotel.
And not just that, they know that the people are like, well, I wish it was a original trilogy, and it's not. And we know there's going to be like a bunch of a First Order is going to invade the ship and all this shit, which we told you was going to happen. And people were like, well, if it was an original trilogy, escape, I would do it.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to be like, they're trying to make all this backstory for the Halcyon. Like they had that other comic they had on there where they had all the stuff that happened in the Halcyon. Like they had, Anakin and stuff on the Halcyon and things. They're doing that. Well, now they're going for a classic trilogy with Han and Leia's honeymoon was on the Halcyon, according to this new novel.
I can't. I wish I could be shocked. I wish I could be angry.
You weren't. Your exact words when I told you were like, no.
I'm just like,
and
of course. Of course. I mean, this is no different than when they used to use sitcoms to pimp Disney World, and now they're using classic trilogy characters, retconning their histories
to be
pimp.
fair, they already said that none of the legacy stuff doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah, it was Courtship Princess Leia. There was another one, too, but the other one I had read was the Courtship Princess Leia. I had read that one back in the day, and that's where they had, Han and Leia getting married. So now they're redoing it for the Disney way.
Yeah, they had the Jedi Prince series and Courtship of Princess Leia, but this is the official, which I guess, since this is Disney, current owners of the IP, and that's all Star Wars is now, is just an intellectual property. Current owners, they want to use it to pimp out the Galactic Starcruiser. That's canon.
They're like, how do we get people to come to this hotel? Because they're not. As much as Chapek was like, we're really pleased with the turnout. Bullshit. March is sold out. April's almost sold out. But after that, it's like wide open. I think June has like a few days left because it's like people start summer vacation. But after that, it's like nobody cares. And a lot, like April and March, I'm going to say, are probably just going to be people coming in to bloggers and shit. That's what, and they're PR people. So no one really cares too much. I mean, May's wide open, including May the 4th. No one cares.
So we're going to, oh my God, is that going to be their official wedding date is May the 4th?
Well, I'm waiting. That's the next thing's going to be. It's going to be, hey, you can have your wedding or your honeymoon. But here's one of the new Disney wedding packages. Because they had Princess Leia's dress, which I thought was weird that they had the Leia dress available to buy. Now, these outfits are available on shopdisney.com. And they were doing Galactic Starcruiser outfits, but you only can buy them if you have a booking aboard the Galactic Starcruiser. And Leia's dress was one of the dresses. So I'm like, so what's next? They're going to do like these wedding packages. You can get married on the Halcyon, honeymoon on the Halcyon. It's one of the Disney magical wedding packages for like, $30,000 starting price.
Sure. Oh no, I think it would be like 50. I think Disney weddings, I want to say they started around 50,000.
Well, they'll go out to the Falcon, or they'll go out in the Falcon, and you'll get your wedding on the Falcon or in front of the Falcon, and then you get to go to the Halcyon for your honeymoon or something for like some ridiculous price tag.
Before we get into it any further, we're way into this. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Almost 258,000 subs. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, where's your
woohoo? I'm sorry. I was too distracted by this and just like I'm not surprised. I'm so not surprised, but I'm also like, what the hell?
We're going to have a double dose of Dismal Disney today. We're going to talk later about the Chip and Dale trailer as well. But this, look, I did that video the other day. There were rumors that, they're going to do more Rey Skywalker stuff trilogy or Disney Plus or whatever.
That, of course, is a rumor.
It's a rumor, but I said at the end, look, they're doubling, tripling down on the sequel era. It's not going away.
They spent so much money on it. They're not going to erase it.
No, and it could be true. I think given that Rey's running around Galaxy's Edge and Kylo Ren's in Galaxy, yeah, they totally could do it. That being said, Star Wars is never going to be what it used to be under Disney's control, and it is a science fiction lifestyle brand. And, you take it or leave it. Every once in a while, we get a little piece of something that's pretty okay, like The Mandalorian, but then it's offset with more
like Boba Fett.
Awful, yes, like Boba Fett, and this is a very, very, very Disney thing to do.
Yeah, almost like I'm really sincerely not surprised. I'm not surprised they tied it into weddings. I am surprised they went with Han and Leia because they keep trying to bury this shit. But I also think there's an angle because they're trying to get the classic trilogy people there because they know they lost a lot of the classic trilogy people.
Yeah.
I just okay, so let's go out to the thing on StarWars.com, and here's where they had the announcement, okay? And this is funny because they even put the stupid effing ad in the write-up, okay? So they're talking about the new book. It's called Star Wars: The Princess and the Scoundrel.
That sounds like a dirty book.
I know it does. A new novel from author Beth Revis, arriving this summer, set just after the events of Return of the Jedi. The story begins on the Forest Moon of Endor, where Han proposes in the elation of the rebel victory against the Empire. And after a ceremony at the site of the victory celebration at the end of the film, the newlyweds depart for a honeymoon aboard the Halcyon Starcruiser, the luxury vessel at the heart of the new Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser experience at Walt Disney World. In their most desperate hour, with the war still raging but the Empire nearing its last gasp, the couple must outwit the Imperial remnants clinging to power.
So the first order event, they basically have to go. Oh my God!
But they actually tied it in.
Drink your Ovaltine.
The write-up is like, it's about the wedding, and then we're going to put a Halcyon Starcruiser ad in the write-up. So, God, I wish I could. I was making this up. This is, however, is not a rumor. This is true.
This is 100% true, and it's 100. Look, guys, this is 100% Disney. If you ever needed any more proof that Star Wars is a Disney property going forward, it's this. This is no different than when freaking Full House went to Disney World.
Well, I can't wait to see what they do next because they have a whole book series based on the Halcyon. And now they're throwing this in there with the Halcyon. So they're going to try to come up with something else. Remember when Luke Skywalker took all his Jedi trainees to the Halcyon on their trip to wherever?
On the luxury, yeah.
Remember when Admiral Akbar was there? They let him fly the Halcyon,
It's a trap.
Remember when Lando Calrissian was on the Halcyon playing Sabak, and he was on the Halcyon, and they were invaded.
Ahsoka
by
was there.
Vader.
Remember when the Mando and Baby Grogu in season 3?
Grogu learned to walk. Grogu learned to walk
on the Halcyon. Do you remember that? Yeah, that's going to be season... Oh my God, half of season 3 of The Mandalorian is going to be Grogu and Mando on the Halcyon.
It would not surprise me.
Like,
We joke, but it would totally not surprise me.
It's like, I can train him better than Luke Skywalker. Let's take him to the Jedi training room.
And the Halcyon.
On the Halcyon.
And they would totally do it. Oh my God, if they do that, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Oh my God. Build your own lightsaber there, little Grogu, and then we're gonna for fuck's sake.
Here's the bridge. Why don't we look at the bridge? Let me show you how to fly the Halcyon while we're here. I can't.
We're going to play some Sabbat too while we're at
I know, right?
Drink some cocktails. Oh my God, baby Yoda's going to drink a freaking Mai Tai with a frog in it. Knock it back. And let's listen to this.
Baby Yoda knocking it back made me lose it. Anyway.
Let's listen to this beautiful blues singer over here for about 20 minutes of an episode. And
Grogu's going to go around just stealing people's food. Using the force to float the food to his mouth.
Holy fuck. They would totally do this. They would totally do this. Guys, Disney's Star Wars. This is 100% Disney. This is how they think.
Well, you know what's going to happen too, because we have those other shows come up like the Acolyte. I bet you money that there's a Halcyon ship, and Ahsoka, Halcyon.
Oh my God! It's like George Lucas originally what he wanted to do was have R2 and 3PO, exist throughout the entirety.
Right, they were supposed to see from their point of view. Yes.
Now it's going to be the Halcyon.
Probably.
The Halcyon has been here since the beginning of the Republic, and everybody has taken a luxury vacation on the Halcyon. Don't you want to be a Star Wars superfan? Don't you want to spend $6,000?
That's right. Get over here. Halcyon.
Holy
Brand Synergy Transmedia event. So anyway, they're talking about the book, and this person's favorite movies were Return of the Jedi and Rogue One, when she also wrote a Jyn Erso book. So that makes sense. She's
Rogue One was okay.
Yeah, I know people get mad at that. I like Jedi the best too. I mean, Empire's second favorite, but Jedi is my first favorite. So, you know, I love Ewoks. I know it's weird. I hate porgs, love Ewoks. So I love this. How did you approach the story? The first thing I did was watch all 3 of the original movies again. How lucky am I? This is my job. It's my job too. So I get what you're saying, and those would be the one I'd watch too. I wanted to focus on the Return of the Jedi since it came right after that, and they're talking about the love confession and all this. It goes on and on. But it goes down here talking about the dialogue and the mannerisms. They're trying to, you know, study them, the actors, and put that in there, which makes sense. That makes sense. But I love this. So I tested every single line of banter out loud as I wrote it. Thankfully, I married my own scruffy-looking nerf herder, so I'd corner him while I was writing, and we'd go back and forth with the dialogue to make sure it sounded correct. Bickering is Han and Leia's love language, after all.
That's ours.
I know, actually.
I know when to shut up, though, usually.
So I wanted to make sure there was emotion behind his bravado. And anyway, it goes on about the stuff. And they're talking about the wedding. And then they're saying about, well, the wedding happens here.
In Galaxy's Edge and Batu.
No, but I guess the Ewoks are involved.
The Ewoks are involved.
Yeah, here. And they wouldn't talk about this. I don't want to spoil the wedding. It's probably
Bachelorette party
scene.
with Ewoks. Yep.
But I will say that when Ewoks are involved, nothing
furry.
ever goes to plan.
They're so furry.
My favorite part is the ring ceremony. What, the Ewoks lose the ring?
Oh God, that sounds like
they fly it in on one of their flying things.
The gliders. Oh my God, that sounds like another made-for-TV Ewok movie.
Mm-hmm. Ewoks, the one ring to rule them all. Ewoks, the one ring.
Actually, that's probably better than what the Lord of the Rings is going to be. But yeah,
I'm not pooping on this girl because I don't.
No, it's not her fault.
And she's excited about it, and I'd be excited about it too if I were hired to do it. I'd be excited too. But yeah, it's just it's a crummy commercial for the Halcyon. That's what it is. Here's a book about Han and Leia getting married so we can pimp the Halcyon. That's what it is about. Yeah. And then we have these new outfits. I'm telling you, there's going to be, you can book your Disney wedding either at the Falcon and Galaxy's Edge and then the honeymoon in the Halcyon, or they're going to do something like, hey, you can, book your wedding package on the Halcyon. And, there'll be certain days that they'll have weddings or something, or at 3 a.m. or something. Because at the parks, they do it either real late at night or really early in the morning. So they'll probably do something like that. It's just Captain Karen will marry you.
You can buy Captain Karen's outfit.
That's just for kids. They don't make it for adults because they don't want people. Because if it's a kid, that they won't be mistook for an actual cast member.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm gonna be like, we knew this was gonna happen. We knew this was it. We told you guys. This is what's gonna happen. This is how Disney rolls. Star Wars is the Disney science fiction lifestyle brand. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. And just like every other, I know there were some sitcom stars who really had a problem with it. It was in their contract. Like if they had a show on ABC, they had to pimp out Disney World. Now Star Wars is pimping. All
I keep thinking about is, remember the SpongeBob episode where they had the jellyfish and they were trying to squeeze it to make the jelly, and then they were running it dry and they're killing it and you had to free it. That's what Star Wars reminds me of. They're just squeezing all the jelly out of it as much as they can get until they have no need for it anymore.
The best thing you can do as a Star Wars fan, and I mentioned this in the other video, and I didn't mean to be Debbie Downer, is basically stop caring as much as you've cared before, because it's never going to be what it was.
Right. Love what you love, but temper your expectations for anything else moving forward.
Just realize all these franchises, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, all these corporate owned franchises, they are never going to be what you remembered, for better or for worse. And I guess my thing is, if you don't have expectations, you can't be disappointed, because you'll be thrown a crumb every once in a while when they want to sell nostalgia bait merchandise, and that's basically
that's pretty much what they're doing now, because that's what sells.
Yeah. But this is what Disney always had planned. They're like, we're going to get people into the parks to experience our Star Wars and spend ridiculous amounts of money. And, oh, well, it didn't work that we're basing it on the sequel trilogy. Cool. We'll bring in 2 of the most beloved original trilogy characters to help pimp this thing.
Right. And that's what they're doing. This is all it's about. The fact they put the commercial in the write-up, that tells you everything you need to know. And they released it on the StarWars.com. That's, right there tells you all you need to know.
Unreal. But 100% Disney. I mean, I don't even know what else to say.
Yep, that's about all we can say. So we'll wrap it up.
There you go, guys. $6,000. Go have fun. We're going to wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.